Hello, Glam Squad. Welcome back to Glam Tones. It's me, your girl, Gigi. We've also got Carmen here. And I wanted to leave the forms off to start with because I realized I had these forms from one of the little kits that I bought. I don't remember which one. It's either like Saviland or Vrenmal or one of those. And I was going to sculpt on her, and I was kind of dreading it because the forms I like to use on myself don't really fit her. And then I saw these just sitting there, and I'm like, they have a pretty big back on them. I wonder if they'd work on Carmen. Guys, they totally work on Carmen. Because they close all the way up the back of the finger and into the tip of the nail, they stay on her so much better than any form I've ever used. Oh my goodness, you guys, that sharp intake of breath I just did, I stopped the recording just as I was about to sneeze. Whoo, it was a big one too. A little bit irritated. I took Zyrtec last night, so I should not be experiencing all of this, but I'm really allergic to something in my side of town or my apartment or something. I'm not sure. That squeak was my dog's toy. He all of a sudden out of nowhere wants to play, so I'm going to throw the bone for him. He has a little squeaky bone while I do this voiceover. So guys, these are a recreation of a set I did a couple years ago, the witch bath nails. I will link those for you as well. I'm going to go ahead and lay down this black, and this black is very see-through, very sheer, very clear, sort of a black. And I made that using the same builder gel that we already laid down, which is the Saviland, and I mixed in some black solid cream gel from Modelones, and there's also a bit of silver glitter in there as well, and I think that shows up a little bit after the top coat, but honestly, I probably could have gone a little harder with the glitter, but maybe next time we recreate these. Now, I realized I had not used these little flowers that I had gotten from Shein a few weeks back. I guess it's been almost a couple months now, maybe. And so I decided that they would kind of look cute in the witch bath nails, because a lot of witches are what you would call a hearth witch, and they work with homey things and gardens and healing herbs and things of that nature. And so a lot of these images on these little papers, the little paper flowers, which is really what they are, they just gave me sort of a homey, hearthy quality in my mind. Certain ones, not all of them, but certain ones, I just thought they went really well with the idea of a hearth witch. Now I'm coming in also with some micro beads in green. There's also a few silver, kind of pewtery silver ones, and also a little bit of red. When you're taking a bubble bath or a herb bath or an oil bath, there's always swirls of colors and whatnot as the bath is starting to fill. And so that's sort of the feeling I wanted to encapsulate with the red and the beads, because it would be sort of like she mixed up her own bath beads and threw it in the water. And I love the sheer black quality, because when you add certain things to water, certain herbs and certain plants, they're going to perfume and color the water in different ways. And this is for a witch, so I thought black was perfectly appropriate. Now we're going to come in with another layer of the black, but I'm going to be very specific with where I lay it down. You want some of the things to be poking through. This is again why we made the black very sheer, because water is not in most cases going to be fully opaque. You're going to see bits and pieces of things floating in the water, and that is the effect that we're trying to create here. And before the curing, we're actually going to just come right in and pull some of the product away from the top of the flowers. Just see right here, just to make sure that they are actually poking through. And of course, we're not only using flowers, there's a lot of greenery in here too, because a hearth witch, she'd have a lot of greenery in her cottage or her house or her shed. Wherever she's drying her flowers and her herbs, that would be everywhere. And she would pick the things that felt good to her in that moment and throw those in her bath. So this is her witchy bath. Now I'm coming in with a slip layer, and this is a bumpy nail, so you want to make sure your slip layer gets really into all the nooks and crannies. And then we are going to go ahead and encapsulate all of this really beautiful goodness. While I do that, let me just say I need to go ahead and go on Amazon and find forms that look like this, or at least have a very large back on them, because that is the key to forming Carmen. And I have been really wanting to work with her more, but she frustrates me because the forms don't fit her right. And realizing I had the forms myself that would fit her is like a revelation. It opens up all the ideas for me, and I want to work on Carmen a lot more as soon as I can get some forms in. I actually want to go over to the nail shop because I am almost out of tips. And even working on Carmen, I still want to also just work on tips sometimes, because it's sometimes you just want to polish some nails. You don't want to build anything. So I need some tips as well. So we've got some shopping to do. And I also will need to find the glue-on tips that I use to push into her cavity in the back. I want those to be longer so they fit her full nail bed and there's not a gap there. So I'm going to take the sizes that I have that fit her real well. And see if I can find some that are long enough for her nail beds, so that will go all the way inside and still have like just extra long glue-on tips. So hopefully we're going to be able to use Carmen in a much more effective way on the channel, which is exactly what I've wanted to do ever since I got her. Now, I still do not find myself filing the nails while they're in Carmen. I pull them out and file them while I'm holding them with a little hemostat. But, you know, everything else can be done on her. And it's very exciting to me just to think that putting a few extra products together is going to get me to the place that I want to be with working with her. So it's very, very exciting. So now we are doing the middle finger the same exact way. And you can see I've already filed the index finger, and the shape is so cute. I do want to say that I did not pinch the tips of the ring and pinky finger enough, so they don't 100% match in the end. But it's my first time working with these forms. I should have just paid a little closer attention, and we're gonna get the hang of it as soon as I get some more in, because I've only got a few more left, and so I can't wait to order some. It's gonna be really awesome to be able to use Carmen a ton more. Now that ring finger, I just did a clear nail there because we are gonna paint it that red color that I've been putting in the nails. I just thought it would be really cool to tie everything together, right? To do one red nail. And I actually did sculpt a thumbnail, but I was having a hard time making it sit on the nail bed properly. It was really starting to drive me crazy. And so I did not paint it. I just left it out of the set. And please forgive me. There you go. Usually I do a thumbnail for Carmen, or even if I'm just doing, you know, painting some tips, but we're just not going to do a thumbnail this time, guys. I'm really sorry. On this last nail, I'm gonna, there's gonna be one flower, but the rest is primarily gonna be this greenery, these cute leaves. And that's one little like petal there, like a petal that fell off a flower. So I'm super happy with what I put inside this nail, even though it's probably my least favorite shaped nail. I like what I did inside it the most. Does that make sense? You just let me know if you think that makes any sense. I'm so glad I did this set for two reasons. One, I love the witch bath idea, and I think that this was a really cool way to reinterpret that idea. But also because of all the things I learned about Carmen and how to work with her and what I need to make working with her a little easier. So I am very excited about me and Carmen's future on the channel. She's already got a couple weak spots on her cuticle areas. I know I watched a video not too long ago about how to fix those. So I need to find that video again so I can keep her in tip-top shape. Because I love her so much, and my daughter bought her for me, so that's a little extra layer of specialness. So here's that red polish, which actually is the red that I have from the Sky Match polished line, and I added a little red glitter to it to make it pop and sparkle. I love how it came out. I'm not going to do 2 coats on this red because I want it to be like all the nails have their own little feeling of sheer to opacity, right? It's just a little sheer here, a little more opaque there. And I wanted the red nail to have the same feeling, so I left it more sheer. And we added these cute little rose gold balls, for lack of a better word, because witches have little trinkets that they like. And I added a pentagram because that is a sign of protection. And this witch is all about protection and healing and hearth skills. So I thought that was perfect for her. And look at how everything pops when you put the top coat on. Guys, I am in love with this set so much that I almost wish I'd done it on myself. And now I feel like I have to do a set on myself with some of those flowers. Let me know in the comment section if you think that this came out as cute as I do. And if you don't, you know what, guys, that's okay too. You don't have to like everything that I like, and that's what makes the world interesting. But if you do, let me know what you liked about it, and what would you like to see on the channel going forward. Guys, this is the finished set. I'm just making sure she's in there. I love these. I think they're subtle, but also very elegant and stand out. They're so long, which is much longer than we normally do, but I love them. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna see you in the next video. You have a wonderful day. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye-bye.